The Star Visitors, the Dogon's Ancient Wisdom. In the heart of Mali, where the cliffs of Bandiagara stand tall like ancient guardians, the wise elders of the Dogon tribe gathered under the shimmering night sky. The stars above twinkled like the eyes of the ancestors, watching and waiting. That night, something extraordinary was about to happen. A meeting that would change how the world saw the Dogon people forever. The arrival of the stranger one evening, as the village prepared for the Sigi, a sacred ceremony that happens only once every 60 years, a stranger arrived. He was a French scientist named Marcel, dressed in peculiar clothes, carrying a notebook and asking many questions. "I have traveled far," Marcel said, bowing respectfully. "I have heard that the Dogon people know secrets about the stars that no one else on earth does. Can you share them with me?" The elders exchanged knowing glances. They had always been cautious about sharing their sacred knowledge, but the stars had foretold this moment. The oldest and wisest among them, Elder Ogo, gestured for Marcel to sit. "Before we share our knowledge, you must listen with your heart, not just your mind," he said. The story of the Nommos. The villagers gathered as Elder Ogo pointed to a bright star in the sky. "That," he said, "is Sigi Tolo, which you call Sirius. But it is not just one star. It has a hidden companion, a small dense star that cannot be seen with the eyes." Marcel's eyes widened. Scientists in Europe had only recently discovered that Sirius had a hidden star. But how could the Dogon have known this for hundreds of years? Elder Ogo continued. "Long ago, the Nommos, the star people, came from the waters of the heavens. They taught us the ways of the universe, how to live in harmony with nature, and how to respect the balance of life. The children of the village listened in awe, their eyes reflecting the flickering firelight. The Nommos told us that knowledge is a gift, but it must be used wisely," the elder said. "Greed and pride can blind those who seek knowledge only for themselves." The scientist's realization. Marcel wrote furiously in his notebook, astonished by the depth of the Dogon's knowledge. "How could you have known about Sirius B without telescopes?" he asked, his voice filled with wonder. Elder Ogo chuckled. "Not all knowledge comes from what you can see, touch, or measure. Some wisdom is passed down from the ancestors, whispered in the wind, hidden in the stars." Marcel sat in silence, realizing that knowledge was not just about discovering new things, but also about respecting the wisdom that already exists. The lesson for today. As the fire crackled and the night deepened, Elder Ogo spoke one last time. "In today's world, people chase knowledge, power, and technology, but they forget to listen to nature, to each other, to the wisdom of the past." Marcel nodded. He had come to teach, but instead he had learned. As the Dogon people danced under the stars, celebrating their connection to the universe, Marcel made a promise. "I will share your wisdom with the world, but I will do so with respect and humility." And so, the story of the Dogon and their knowledge of the stars spread far beyond the cliffs of Mali, teaching the world that true wisdom is not just about knowing, but understanding, respecting, and listening. Moral of the story: knowledge is powerful, but it must be used wisely and shared with respect. Sometimes the greatest wisdom comes not from discovering something new, but from listening to those who have always known. The end.